Ted, there's a lot more at stake here at Fall Brawl than just the match. There was also a stipulation that if the NWO won, they would get their own show. Meltzer had this to say in the 9/23/96 Observer. Current plan, which could change, is for NWO to get the Saturday night show, either 1 hour per week or 2 hours every other week. The NWO TV show is a cute idea, but I don't know how they can work it. Who will they wrestle? If it's the same WCW jobbers, then it's obvious it's the same promotion. If they want to have competitive matches, it's not like they're going to wrestle each other, so they'll have to use the Marcus Bagwells of the world to put them over. Ted DiBiase will be the color announcer. No decision regarding play-by-play man. So, Ted, you and I discussed before that Bischoff's plan for you right out of the gate was for you to be a color commentator. And now it's looking like the plan is set to come together. Overall, though, would you say that you prefer being ringside as a manager or as someone who can occasionally get physical, or would you prefer to be strictly behind the announcer's desk?
Man, I don't, looking back at it, I can't even remember exactly how I felt about it at the time, but I mean, I know that, okay, if I do this, if I'm at ringside and I'm being more physical, then I'm there more.
Mm-hmm.
But if I am just a mouthpiece, it doesn't require my presence as much.
Right.
And so based on the length of my career and where it's kind of like, again, I think I've said that a lot of this. I always promised myself that by the time I turned 40, I would be out of the ring. I might be part of the show, but I wasn't going to be a physical part of I wasn't going to be an active wrestler anymore.
Right.
And you know what? As I'm looking at 70, here in just a few months, I'm so glad I made that decision, because there's a lot of other guys that are right about my same age that didn't make that decision. And physically, they're in much better, they're in much worse condition than I am.
Yes. Yes. Definitely a blessing that you stopped when you did, especially after the neck injury. It's just not worth that kind of a risk. But I mean, we saw you in the parking lot there kicking Luger and stuff, and I mean, here you are. This angle is just red hot. Is there any temptation in your mind at all, like, maybe I could do like one more match? Especially when something hot like that is going on.
No. I mean, I guess I put it this way. What would the $1 Million Man say? Everybody's got a price. Imagine if you offered me a boatload of money to put the tights on and do it one more time. If the price is right, I'm sure I'd go.
And man, let me say, looking at you in this era, you're wearing a suit, but I saw you in a t-shirt earlier. Like, you look to be in pretty good condition. Like, okay, he still looks like the $1 Million Man. He could still go.
Yeah, well, just so long as I keep the t-shirt on.
Maybe a changing gear for the $1 Million Man here in WCW.